Today we're going to show you some tips and tricks on how to analyze a text for a synthesis essay.
So Lindsay, enlighten our peers on how to synthesize.
Synthesis essays give you a variety of sources to look through to answer a question or to support an argument.
Kind of like a DBQ, right?
Exactly right. But reading the sources is not just skimming over them to see what they say.
It's not?
No, it's not. It's more than that, Patricia.
Welcome our special guest star, Nevaeh.
Read a text, you must go through Soapstone.
What is soapstone?
What is soapstone, you say? Well, the first S is the speaker. Who is speaking in your document? Who's the author?
I'm speaking it because I'm reading it.
I know what the O means.
Octopus?
No, Ebony. O stands for occasion. What's happening or what's being described by the document? What year was the document written? Where is the setting for the document?
A stands for audience. Who is the author targeting with the text? Who is he or she speaking to?
P is for the purpose. Why did the author write this? And what is the meaning behind it?
So like the implicit meaning of the text.
No. Oh wait, you're right.
You're onto something, Ebony.
I thought my name was Patricia.
Moving on, the next S is the subject. What was the intended task that the author was trying to accomplish when creating this document?
The final part is the tone. What is the attitude of the author?
I get it, soapstone. But wait, what about the implicit message? Can we explain that a little more?
Well, Patricia, the implicit message is the deeper meaning behind the text. It's not what stands out, but what's within.
The power within. The power within. The power within.
Let's go through an example. First, let's read the prompt. So, get out your packet, kids. As the internet changes what and how people read, there has been considerable debate about the future of public libraries. While some commentators question whether libraries can stay relevant, others see new possibilities for libraries in the changing dynamics of today's society. Carefully read the following 6 sources, including the introductory information for each source. So, in other words, will libraries have a purpose in the future? Here's a helpful tip. When reading a prompt, try and turn the topic into a question so you understand it better. Now let's go through Soapstone. The author is Nancy Cranage, former president of the American Library Association, the main professional organization for librarians in the United States. The occasion is the American Democracy Project blog, which was written on the 4th of January of 2011. The audience are people who feel as though libraries aren't important anymore. Cranage's purpose is to show that libraries are needed as a record of history, and that they do serve a purpose in our society. In the text, the purpose is shown when Cranage says, if a free society is to survive, it must ensure the preservation of its records and provide free and open access to this information to all its citizens. It must ensure that citizens have the skills necessary to participate in the democratic process. It must allow unfettered dialogue and guarantee freedom of expression. All of this is done in our libraries, the cornerstone of democracy in our communities. The subject is the act of convincing the opposing side that libraries do in fact have a purpose. The tone is urgent. She states at the end that she wants libraries to find active ways to engage community members in democratic discourse and community renewal. Citizenship is not a spectacular sport.
Thanks for that, Kara. Now, as we were going through this, I felt as if the author was trying to say that without libraries, the country itself would fail, but she wasn't directly saying that. This is called the implicit meaning or the implicit message.
Now on with the thesis. A thesis is a statement that introduces the main point of view in your essay. Since we believe that libraries will serve a purpose in the future, we have to make a 3-point thesis that describes why we feel as if libraries are important for the future generations. With a 3-point thesis, we use the main ideas from the sources to incorporate later into the body paragraphs. You want to use documents that are supporting your thesis, as Nakira was saying earlier. An example would be that libraries serve the purpose of keeping records of our history as a country, as well as being a place for different events of the community and supplying people without internet with information. The 3 documents that are supporting our claim is source A, B, and C. So now that you know how to analyze with Soapstone, understand what an implicit message is, and know how to write a thesis, you are ready to write a synthesis essay.